what kind of evidence-based practices do you think are becoming more relevant for early childhood? How are you ensuring or assessing these students to make sure that they are on track? So I could start with Natasha.
So I would say, obviously in our setting, I think I'm sort of always on the fence about this, because whenever I say, diagnostic and baseline testing, I'm kind of like, but they're so small. But then another part of it is, I think that's also been like that shift in education, is that you are doing baseline and diagnostic testing in a different way now, right? Like it's a lot more observational and things like that than here's a paper and a pencil, sit and write with me for an hour. So I think that doing screening and kind of doing observations in that way has been important. I know at our setting and this is how you and I met, we've been using Brigance for years. And that's something that has been really, really important for us, just because it allows you to do quite a lot of observational opportunities after that initial kind of like 15-20 minute screening that you do. And it allows teachers, I think even new teachers, it allows them the opportunity to kind of have their own baseline of what they're looking for when they're doing their observations. And I think that that's important, because screening is only as effective as the educator's hands that you're putting it into. And if the educator doesn't have the tools to be able to do that screening or observation system effectively, then I think you're not in turn benefiting the child. So I like the ease that screening systems like Brigance offer, and that it kind of gives the teachers a step-by-step until they feel comfortable enough to then kind of make those tweaks and do their own observations and do their own kind of like formative assessments that are more ongoing, and that I think are in general more beneficial towards early childhood children in that age group anyway.
It is very, very important to make sure that we know how to support children in terms of observation to actually put them on the right path. If we don't do observation, and if we don't check that development, let's say every 4 weeks or every 3 weeks, how would we know what the child needs supporting in? But because you have that in place and you have all the data, you are able to actually put a plan in place to support that child. So in terms of